Welcome back to British Stand, guys. I hope you're all well. A very early show. Don't usually go live at this time. However, I did wake up very overwhelmed at the news of this Plymouth attack and have been researching most of the morning with regard to it to try and get to the latest update with regard to the story. Now, there is some misinformation out there with regard to this story, so I just felt that we would provide you the latest update on what has happened, what is the story so far, and what the police have said, and all of these kind of things. So, guys, as always, please do hit the like button, hit the subscribe button, and let's get into this story as chaos erupted last night in Plymouth. Now, again, as stated, I was asleep during this incident and actually woke up very overwhelmed about it. I was just seeing loads of footage, and this was the sort of images we were getting last night or early hours in the morning with regard to Plymouth. So this
is a major incident here happening in Plymouth this evening. We have armed police deployed at the scene, at least 5 armed police units. I've lost count the number of police units and these specialist incident response units from the ambulance service. And here's another armed response unit that appears to be leaving the scene, but you can see quite clearly in the vehicles they have their guns actually on them, ready to be deployed. But it appears they're rushing off to a third party or a third location as part of this incident here. If you are watching live, we're here in the Plymouth area where there's a major incident currently ongoing. This is in West Hoe. It's very lively at the minute.
So yeah, as you can see, a lot of a police presence, ambulances in there, and this is you can really see how many police were in attendance at the scene in this next video. I mean, it's absolutely chaotic. So, of course, people are starting to speculate on what was going on at the time. And a lot of the sort of breaking news articles I had seen was that there was multiple victims in this situation. However, the latest update we have for you is that it was just one victim. And it kind of looks like it was stemmed from a domestic argument. Now, it said that the attacker is known to the victim. And the victim was, of course, seriously assaulted and was treated and then taken to a nearby hospital. However, it does continue as there was a manhunt ongoing with regard to it. You've probably seen these images on social media along with that police presence of armed police going in at this building. And yeah, I mean, that's seriously alarming people. And then, of course, people are leading to speculate on the situation. However, what I would say is that there has been no identity given of this individual just yet. All we know is that, of course, there is a current manhunt ongoing. And it looks like it's just one victim being reported by the police, the Devon and Cornwall police so far. And that is it, an isolated incident. Despite police saying to keep away from the West Hoe area, it is, again, a manhunt is still ongoing and it still continues on today is the latest update that we have for you. So the individual has not yet been found in this update. However, as stated, the police have not given a description of the individual. However, of course, this is what the detective chief inspector said with regard to it. We have a large police presence in the area and inquiries are ongoing to locate and arrest the suspect. We believe that this is an isolated incident and there's no immediate threat to the wider public. We would ask members of the public, though, to please stay away from the West Hoe area of the city while we continue our investigation. So that is what it is being at this moment in time. It looks as though, in terms of if we take the police's word for account, I mean, it does look like an overreach and an overkill in terms of the police presence, what we've seen on social media, those videos that you've seen there. However, a serious incident in terms of the assault, a stabbing is being quoted as well. But what it looks like is a domestic argument that's gone way overheated, and of course resulted in a vile stabbing, and this individual is now on the run. So that is what you take of it from the police statements and all of these kind of things. But that is the latest update with regard to this situation, and we'll likely get some more updates as the day goes on in terms of the identity and whether this person is found. But a manhunt at the time of recording is still going, as the suspect is still on the run after a stabbing, after a serious assault. And Jesus. As I said, I woke up this morning and thought another attack happened in terms of a serious... I read so much different things online and I couldn't really find out what was going on. I seen so much stuff, people saying that there was multiple victims, and I was thinking, oh God, not again. My heart really did sink for Plymouth. I used to deliver DPD parcels down around Plymouth, so I know the city very well. However, not an attack in terms of a terror-related attack. It does look like it was a domestic argument that overspilled and turned into a stabbing. Nonetheless, this person needs to be brought to justice and, of course, needs to be dealt with, as that is a vile thing to do in terms of stabbing an individual. But again, that person has been taken to hospital nearby. Let's have a little look at the chat, guys. Let's have a look at what people are saying. I know there's going to be a few things, but let's have a little look. I mean, a lot of people don't necessarily believe the police, but Warren Mitchell says politically correct police frightened of being called racist. Again, I don't know. We don't even know who the victim is, and we don't even know who the person is on the manhunt, or in terms of who they're actually looking for. In terms of ethnicity, background, unsure completely. That has not been revealed just yet. However, as we do get later on in today, there'll be some more updates on this one. Angry PMC says, morning Dan, hope you're good, from the Viking. Thank you, Viking. Thank you so much for your kind words. Big shout out to you. If they believe it's a domestic, his name and picture should be all over the place. I mean, that is a point, I suppose. If there's a manhunt currently ongoing, why are they not releasing the images of this certain individual? Again, I'm not too sure. But all I'm doing, guys, is bringing you an update from what we know in terms of the police quotes, the police statements, and of course, some more sources in terms of the local media on the ground. As stated, I don't want to speculate at this moment in time. I'm just bringing you the latest update from what we're being told as the public. Because I thought this video was important because I woke up very overwhelmed with it, because there was just so much things. It was just like, there was so much footage, there was so much videos, there was so much articles from different people, and I was just thinking, wait, what the heck is going on? So I did spend the vast majority of this morning trying to get down to the real kind of story and try and give you the real story, the story from the police, and try and give you the story that we're being told by them at this moment in time. But we'll have to wait and see, guys, and see if this manhunt concludes, and hopefully this vile scumbag is brought to justice later on today. But updates will follow. That has been me, guys. I will see you all later, or if you want to tune in for 2CTV later, I'll be live in around 2 hours on there. We've got an interesting subject to be talking about this morning as well. It's not Plymouth related, it's something to do with something else. It's an interesting story, but be there, and I'll see you all there later. Take care, look after yourself.